in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Allen now on first down. And he'll find Hall. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Room here to run. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. First here in this opening quarter. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. At their own 23-yard line. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It leads to second and 10.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. That'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
You better get the right move, son. I'm too strong out here. Too big for you. Here we go. Here we go. Get to Pittsburgh. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
For John Ross, incomplete. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Throwing now is Allen. He finds Pirine out of the backfield. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game.
Complete to number 6. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Allen now looks to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch one.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hall. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. Allen now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. And again, it's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
And he's going to go down again. Michael Brockers in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Bills 7.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that drive began at their own 3. They wind up getting 3 out of it.
And to me, the mentality to begin the drive, that was probably the key to everything. Let's just make sure we take care of the football, give ourselves some room, and maybe punt it away. Instead, it started at the 3, and it ended with 3 points.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. A running play on 1st down will get 4 up to the 29. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
I'm coming after you.
Now it's the backup Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Now Prater to add the PAT.
I know everybody comes to see the offense score, but what's wrong with the defense scoring? How about that interception and run back for a touchdown? The tough part, though, for a quarterback Can he get that out of his mind? Because he has to go right back out on the field and start over.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Watch it.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Offensive linemen are famous for doing their job no matter who's carrying the ball. But when they have the confidence that the person carrying it can break off big-time runs, it makes them block just a little bit harder.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Come on.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. He's going to air it out deep for Green. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. To throw, Winston. And an alley to run. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzama, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready, flat, 22. 57 to Mike. Watch the pass, watch the pass. Let me go.
Winston now from the 50. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 39.
First down, Bengals.
Winston now just 1 for 5 since coming on, but that one gets him a 1st and 10 here. Now Winston. Got his man, it's Eifert. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Completion was given up, and that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Sua Craven's up to make the stop. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Watch the screen.
On 2nd and 9. Winston, that's caught by his tight end Uzama. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Throwing, Winston. Escaping the pressure. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Super Cravens in there to drop him for a loss on the play. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Jameis to throw it. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Bullock's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. And that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way. I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
It's a gain of 7.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're
is
going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On 2nd and inches, Winston. That's complete to John Ross. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 27 yards there, a first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. They'll run here with Mixon. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
It's easy work. Coming again.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Bills' 30.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Winston now. Flush to his right. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
That's a what? Watch the eye. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
From the red zone now, Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now they run with Mixon, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Winston. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Bullock will put this one through. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and it's shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Try to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Allen now to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. To the air, Allen throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hall. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check pass. Check pass.
Now Allen again. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 40.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Going to give this time to the tailback. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
The ball carrier by number 6.
That's it.
Big on the stop.
Mike 57. Mike 57. It's going to be a long
56, 56.
At the 36-yard line.
They don't give it here to his running back.
Switch it, switch it, switch it.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Geno Atkins on the stop. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
They can't hang with us.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 18. Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Army. Shift. Watch the shift.
Alert.
Here's Allen to throw it. Gets this into the hands of Samaje Perine. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. A gain of 7 might change the thought process here as they have some options on 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The The Bengals drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. And the Bengals on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Winston. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. Jameis now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20. A big play there for the Bengals. 42 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 10 more there and another 1st down. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Forced out to his left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Now 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll throw again. Winston. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his 1st touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Bullock good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Throwing now is Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he'll find Hall. 22 yards there, a 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And now defensively they're going to burn their 1st time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Hey, you don't want to see it. You don't want it. 57. Mike, 57. I'm coming.
From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Geno Atkins in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard and the time left on the clock? As you noted, so many things to go through.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Bills are going to recover. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Carl Lawson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one. Nothing came easy.